Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and I don't know if you guys are tired of Stoutland yet, that we've shown it a couple times, but it's just such a cool strategy, so let's go and play up this battle. So if you guys haven't seen the Stoutland strategy, I reviewed it for Fan Fridays. I also gave it a very high level of praise, because I've seen what it does. I've seen this theory applied successfully several times now, and I put it in my Stoutland guide, and you just get some amazing stuff from this strategy. And you know what? We're at over 400 Fan Fridays, and it's only been shown recently. So let's see if we can get one more in without making you guys too bored of it overall. So Mega Sceptile going to open up for the opponent, but none of this really matters because we have Stoutland. So Stoutland's going to protect. It's going to be absolutely safe this turn. And the amazing thing about Stoutland is it has all that it needs. The opponent's actually showing some competence in this strategy as well. Discharge Lightning Rod for like super speed boosting and damage and stuff, and Hippowdon's going to get one shot. That boost with the Lightning Rod is absurd, and Sceptile, very fast Pokemon. Here's the catch though, not as fast as Stoutland. Stoutland gets the Sand Rush ability, which is what makes this so awesome. So it's going to use Protect on that first turn. Gastrodon comes in, also going to have some sort of support, but boom, Last Resort. We don't need anything else. That's all that the Stoutland knows is Protect, Last Resort, and that's a one-shot on the Sceptile, outspeeding Mega Sceptile after that +1 boost, and it is absolutely done. There goes the entire strategy. So it's not going to affect Gastrodon, not going to be enough to one-shot the Stoutland because of split damage. Like, Stoutland is just naturally pretty bulky as well, so it does work. And then the Ice Beam from the Gastrodon going to turn into a 2-hit KO. So you can just kind of see everything that's going to happen right here. It's looking really solid for the Stoutland. Now, Milotic, is this going to be a Pokemon that's tanky enough to handle that Last Resort from the Stoutland? And oh no, I went for Thundurus instead. Does make some sense. You know, the way you have to play the strategy is just understand which Pokemon's going to be the support / tank, and then one-shotting the threats. So the Ice Beam is going to hit Gastrodon. I guess the opponent might have thought the other way around, but Gastrodon's going to set up Stockpile, and now you have something. You have your Stoutland one-shotting all the opponent's Pokemon. So Gastrodon just gets free defenses, and that's really all there is to it. So Gastrodon only has to worry about one threat. If that Stoutland is getting focused down, Gastrodon's getting a free ride, and now this is going to be a regular camera up because it can't be Mega, and that's going to be the Last Resort. On to Milotic. I am always surprised by the damage of a Last Resort, honestly. And, you know, it's going to throw out the Eruption. So Eruption's going to be pretty brutal, but Gastrodon tanks it up really well. It's going to do just fine, and having like Rock-type Pokemon to boost your special defense is pretty solid as well. But Gastrodon has the Scald up its sleeve, and that's going to be way too much damage for Camera Up to handle. And let's check out another battle. Alright, same team for Dre. Let's get into this one. Now let me continue on my ramble about Last Resort doing way more damage than I expect. Like, when I have my Last Resort Ambipom, that thing's a Jolly Nature, has the Life Orb, and I'm just like, nah, it's not going to one-hit KO. And it one-hit KO. Stoutland, you can run that Adamant Nature. You can get a lot more power out of this Stoutland with Life Orb, and it's just going to obliterate things. I thought Milotic was tankier than that, especially if it had a little bit of physical investment, or the physical defensive investment. So that's going to be a thing. Hey, look, another Sceptile. Oh, well then. Crobat Sceptile, so this also shows, you know, if the opponent isn't going double direct offense, and even if they are, you can take out one of his main sweepers and still find some, like, good retribution overall. So things do get interesting, and that's just going to be stuff. So we're going to see the Earthquake from the Sceptile, I guess just trying to get some damage across, but Stealth Rock. So Stealth Rock's also something that works in this situation because you're making sure you get that little bit of extra damage. Sandstorm plus the Stealth Rocks, almost nothing is going to be able to survive that Last Resort except for, you know, like Ghost-type Pokemon and maybe like Steel and Rock that are like pure defensive invested and that aren't affected by the Sandstorm, or going to, like, you know, there's going to be damage, and that's the Sceptile going down. Now, Sceptile isn't the tankiest Pokemon, and we already saw it go down before, which is why it shouldn't be too surprising, but we just get to see what the Crobat's up to. Crobat doesn't know what Stoutland's going to be up to, throws out the Taunt. Taunt's not going to accomplish much. Hippowdon has the Crunch, so at least that's going to cover for the Ghost-type Pokemon, and yeah, you know, I don't know if we're going to get to see what Tornadus does, because it was a Therian Tornadus. I don't really know how that's getting play in doubles right now, but the Gastrodon's still a good support Pokemon that just does things, and we get to see where this goes. So that is going to be Cloud9 clearing up the weather. Alright. Wait, I thought that would clear up the weather. Oh well. We have the, yeah, so we have Cross Poison coming in, we have Hydro Pump, so that's going to be some serious damage on the Hippowdon, super effective, and that's going to be the thing. Is this like a recorder glitch that it doesn't show? And then we have Last Resort. So yeah, we still get outsped because, you know, we lost our Sand Rush. And then Last Resort's going to one-shot the Golduck. So I mean, it's just Last Resort. Like, Last Resort's just one-hit KO City. Craziness. And buffeted by the Sandstorm. Okay, I have no idea what's going on then. I thought the Cloud9 was going to do something, but sure. Things are happening. And that is going to be this Magius. So Miss Magius not going to be able to get one shot by the Last Resort, and then Stoutland's just going to come in and do its own thing. So Stoutland's going to Last Resort. That's going to be KO onto Crobat, of course. Even if it's like it has the taunt and it has like the leftovers, so we're expecting it to be tanky. Still going to be one-shottable, and then that's going to be the Thunder Wave onto the Stoutland. Stoutland doesn't need to be slowed down at this point, but we're going to just go into the Gastrodon and watch things happen. So Scald might get the burn, might be damaged. We're just going for the finish right now. Got the burn. Doesn't really matter. Like, it's just going to end the battle one turn sooner, because now Sandstorm plus burn plus the Scald, that's probably going to be a KO. But there's really nothing else to worry about right now. So that's going to be the battle. And I just, you know, this might be the last Stoutland video for a while. We got to show, you know, it's going to be awesome. And I love the idea of the setup. We can do this in single battles. Singles, sand teams, totally possible. You know, you just have a Pokemon sacrifice itself a bit more. Run that Tyranitar that's more just like offensive. Maybe just a setup Pokemon that only knows Sandstorm and then Focus Sash or something. I don't know. We go for the damages and we go for maybe just a fast Pokemon Sandstorm that doesn't need Focus Sash. Either way, you get into the Stoutland, you protect Last Resort, and you win battles. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle. And after looking up how Cloud9 works, okay, now I get it. So you don't clear the weather entirely, that you still have the weather and all of that going, but the effects of the weather, such as abilities and stuff, will be negated, or you can't set new weather. So that's going to be the key to it. I haven't seen it in context where, like, Golduck isn't the lead, so I got confused by that. But you guys enjoy the video anyways, and I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you for watching.